Hi, it's Caitlin. So I wanted to do a video about something that is really cool to me. So what's been happening in my life is that I've been, through chakra clearing, I get connected to the bigger picture, and you know, I'm shown that all things are possible, and it's amazing because it shows up in my real life. And it's a journey for me to have to explain what I'm doing, how it works. I understand that need, but at the same time it can be a little bit, it's like I don't know what I'm doing or how I'm doing it, I'm just doing it. That's how I feel about it sometimes. But so when people have trust in me or faith in me, it really means a lot. Because when they just do it, they really get a sense of like, oh, it actually works, and it actually is really doing something. I've been working with people, and my longest clients now have been for 5 months, and every time I look at their energy, it's different, and it's amazing. And it's like, we started out by every session clearing issues. For one of them, it's clearing, she started out talking to me about her mom. She never really had a close relationship with her mom. And so we've cleared, she doesn't talk about that anymore. I saw that her mom sent her flowers for her birthday. It's like clearing these deep things that, we walk around with, we have in our consciousness, from childhood or bullying or trauma or, all of these things that we just kind of, deal with. We just sort of are like, well, they're just there. But my message is that they don't have to be. That's not the way life is meant to be. When I see this energy, it's just an energy that is not part of you. Doesn't need to be there. So this is what I do for people. I take that out. And so these things are like, things that people might not even be aware of when they first spoke with me. So one of my other long-term clients, she, now we're talking about how, I'm seeing this energy around her wanting to express herself more and having this fear, these, literally like a gate, like gates, like, that you open, but like gates around her heart chakra. And today I just took that away, because that shows up, and the energy shows up in layers. So I'll work on, when I first start with someone, what I'm seeing, but it keeps coming in layers, and there's more and more things that you can work on and that you can clear away. And my clients are like shining in their lives. Like, they're all long distance. I'm seeing them through social media, and I'm seeing them change in like such major ways. And it's amazing to me too, because it's a lot of times the people who don't want to book the most that experience the most change. Like one of my other clients, she's working in fashion. She's young. She kind of like doesn't know what came to me. She didn't know what she wanted to do. And this is a few weeks ago. This is how fast energy works. And now she's not only completely like on track, knowing exactly what she wants to do, because I suggested it to her, actually, an intuitive message after our session. And she was like, that's exactly what I've been thinking of. But like, if you don't have somebody there to like tell you, like, this is what I'm seeing for you, especially if I'm seeing it visually and energetically, like, wow, this would be a great idea for you. Now she's taking courses in that, and she has like this very clear vision of what she wants to be, who she wants to be. I've been able to tell her things about her future. Not that I do that a lot, but like if it comes up, then I will. And even honestly extending her lifespan, which isn't something I would say lightly, but I did see it. And, so changing things at the energetic level now has major impacts on your future. Not only your future, but your present, which is the most important part of your life, because you're only ever going to be present. So what I'm really seeing with people is that, life doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be sad. It can actually be happy. You can be happy now. This is what we're meant to be like. And this is what I'm seeing in people. And it feels a little strange to share it, because I don't hear anyone else really saying these things. And sometimes I wonder, why am I seeing it this way? I just know that it's helped me so much, though. So briefly about me, I 1 year ago was living with my parents. I had 2 college degrees, didn't really have any money, didn't have any goals, didn't have anything. And all I started doing was just cleaning my childhood room where I was staying. I just kept cleaning and clearing away things, clearing away. And, a few months later, I ended up taking a chakra balancing course and discovering like, oh, I have this actual huge gift for this. I'm healing people's arthritis. I'm healing people's traumas. I'm telling people things, that are really meaningful to them. And people are kind of like coming out of the sessions looking like new people. They're looking like, a resurrected version of themselves. They're looking like their actual spirit and not like the illusions that they've been taught in the world, in their life, by people who didn't know any better. And so I started doing these things for people, and then, I was also doing it for myself a great deal. So fast track to now, 1 year later, I'm living in New York, which is my dream, been my dream for a long time. I moved here. It's been my support. Chakra clearing has been my total support. The whole time I've been here, I've relied on it, and it's gotten me through. And, I came here with virtually nothing, and now I live in a gorgeous dream apartment in Brooklyn. I'm doing really well, honestly. And, everything just keeps getting better. And, it's hard to explain how that's possible, because I think we're not really taught that. We're not really taught that, like, you can have what you want, you can be what you want, you can do what you want. But, like, in a very short time, I've been able to do a lot of things. And, I even want a very specific job, which most people, their reaction to that is that it's not possible when I talk about it. And for that reason, I don't talk about it anymore. That's why I'm being vague about it. But honestly, like, it's, I spoke to someone who's doing that job currently, and he looked me in my eyes and said, it's attainable. And I believe him. And so, meeting famous people, meeting people doing things that I, in my wildest dreams, would be doing, and to see that they're possible, to have those people look at me and say, yes, you can do that. It means the world to me. And, I'm doing these things in a very short period of time, because what happens is when you clear all the negative energy, so I refer to it as fear, because I love Gary Zukov, and he says that there's only love and only fear. And, I see the energy in the world, light and dark. I see it in colors, visually, as like animals. It can represent itself in so many ways when I work on the chakras. And the distance work really works. And, I see all these things, and then I just take them out, I cut it, and the energy is just like that, not there anymore. And so every moment in your life from that moment forward is going to be different. And I think that this is just such a new idea. It feels very vulnerable to talk about it, because though I'm experiencing it in a very real way in the sessions, and my clients are too, like every client, is feeling these amazing things happen. And even the most reluctant, I will say, even the most reluctant have had good things happen. And they might not even be, paying attention to that. But even the fact that you feel more peaceful after is a big shift, from working with someone at a distance in another country, But I am doing more than just making people more relaxed. I'm, or improving symptoms, which people are experiencing too, and they question it. But, but yeah, like, it's like something really amazing that I'm doing to really take the energy out. I think is unprecedented that that's even possible, because, we think that when we have a problem, we have to go to the doctor, we have to go to, all these people. Even acupuncture, I think, is great, but even that is just, playing with the energy. And I respect acupuncture a great deal, but like, it's like, affecting the energy, but it's not going right into the energy and just removing it, because when things are not you, you don't need them. That's like what I'm seeing so clearly. And like, so, I really want to teach people that, like, you don't need this energy that you're carrying around. You don't need the trauma. It might even feel like a part of your identity, but it's not. And like, I actually see it, and then I take it out. And trust me, the fact that I can do that amazes me, for one. And I know that it sounds fantastical and magical, and I'm like super aware of that. But at the same time, I have to give it the respect that it deserves and what it's doing for people, which is that, you know, it is making big changes. And I'm seeing that happen. I'm seeing, especially one of the biggest things with my long-term clients is that they're not only becoming like happy and have this like glow, they're like, all of them know what they want to do with their lives. And this is like within a few weeks or a few months, you know, all of them know what they want to be. They know what they want to do. One of them had like a major transformation in only a few weeks. She went from being very meek and like, you know, apologetic, and all of a sudden she's like this like in control boss, like, you know, super confident, like. And I've been talking to her because I do energy coaching calls too, and I've been doing them with her, and I'm like, oh my God, who is this person? But like, I've seen it inside her the whole time. But anyway, it's like, it's really just clearing away all the things that are not you, so that who you are is visible and like able to actually live your life. And it's not these energies that are clouding you and that aren't you. Because I think the whole illusion that people go through is that, you know, you experience something and then you think something about yourself because of it. And that's why the energy comes. But the key is that that energy wasn't there before. It's not inherently part of you. So it can be cleared away. That's the whole philosophy behind what I do and why I can do it. And I'll just end on this note, which is that, you know, the reason I've been able to do this, one of the biggest reasons, is that I really operate on the philosophy of don't fear the reaper. So I've seen, you know, I went through a whole spiritual experience. You know, when I started being able to do this, I started seeing things on the bigger picture. And I really didn't understand people anymore, because I just could see all around me that people had this reaction to things where it's like they would feel like something would happen and then they would feel like, oh, well, this is just over. This is the end. This is like, everything's just gonna fall apart now. And like, what I could see from the bigger picture is like, that's never the case, ever. Like, never. So everything is okay all the time, from what I've seen in the bigger picture. And so, you know, that is really what makes me the strongest when I do chakra clearing, is that remembering that don't fear the reaper. Don't fear it, because it's the fear that's really the problem. It's not that anything's actually going wrong. So I hope that these ideas help to give you a sense of what chakra clearing is about, what I'm all about, and what's actually possible in the world, because there's more, you know, there's more that's possible than we know right now, and, you know, on a general level. And it's really exciting to be able to not only experience these changes, but to help other people do that. It really feels like, you know, a resurrection of who you really are. And it's beautiful. So if you would like to experience chakra clearing, please send me a message. I only work with a number of people because I'm getting pretty busy, but I absolutely love doing it for people. I love doing it, especially for my family. You know, being able to know that I can help them with the things that are hardest for them is such a huge gift. And, you know, the peace that comes from knowing that nothing will ever be able to really disturb my peace or take me down. It's like amazing. And I want other people to feel that way, because when you have your energy cleared, you get to experience that power, which is from your soul. That's all I'm really doing, is working from my soul, and everyone has a soul. So you have this power too, but what I do is I clear away what's not you so that you can feel that connection. You can feel that, and you don't have to live with these things that are bothering you at all. So thank you for watching. And if you would like to know more, please get in touch with me. I'd actually actually absolutely love to talk to you. Thank you.